And welcome back to part two of CHIXTAPE 2. So, yeah, for some reason, I'm using the website that I know that's most reliable when it comes to finding out samples. It's whosample.com. Um, Unfortunately, they don't seem to have. They have a lot of like the samples for CHIXTAPE 2, but they don't have Girl Is Mine. And that's honestly something that I unfortunately I can't tell you guys because I'm not too sure what song he sampled on that. So that's just gonna pretty much be a question mark and a blank. But I can definitely tell you who he sampled on the next track that we're gonna be playing, which is track number 4, titled "All That." Let's get into it.
That's my girlfriend name. My windows is on 3%. You got that rider's ambition. I fuck around and get with you. I didn't forget to mention the way that you hold me down. There's something about it, there's something exotic. You got it, you did it. And we ain't gotta waste no time. Just relieve the stress that's on your mind. So tell me your secret, shorty, I can keep it. These niggas give up. They will never feel you like I do. Relax your mind while we smoke this weed. I'ma take your body, shawty. All I gotta say is, you know that you can get it, girl. You know that you can get it, girl. I'm feeling your vibe whenever you roll with me. Took so long to know this, shawty. All I gotta say is, you know that you can get it, girl. You know that you can get it, girl. You always there when I need you. But right now I need you. I'm calling your number. Girl, give me the feature. Come spit me some ether. I heard that shit over. Your body, I heard that shit smoking and call it a chimney teaser. We ain't gotta waste no time. I'ma just release what's on your mind. Tell me your secrets, I'm gon' keep on. They won't ever feel you like I do. Relax your mind while we smoke this weed. I'ma take your body, shawty. All I gotta say is, you know that you can get it, girl. You know that you can get it, girl. I'm feeling your vibe whenever you roll with me. Took so long to know this, shawty. All I gotta say is, you know that you can get it, girl. You know that you can get it, girl.
It's a little more nice. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out this seating position, man. But this song is sick. So a few facts I'm gonna drop right here. First and foremost, because I already have all the info just pulled up right here, so I can definitely tell you the first two songs that we played, "Ride" and "Girl Is Mine," as my guess was right. It's definitely a 50-50 co-produced song. Tory produced half of it, but the guy that was on the other half for both songs was Tim Curry, which is cool as heck, man. Tim Curry, I hope Tory Lanez and you still have a connection. Y'all two need to come back together and make some dope ass joints again, because y'all killed it here on CHIXTAPE 2. Now this might come a little bit of a surprise to y'all, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, especially one particular YouTuber who knows his Tory Lanez stuff. I'm gonna give it to you, man. But I believe this might be the first beat that Tory Lanez and Playback have collabed on. And if you're wondering who Playback is, trust me, that's just the first name he went under before he became, as he is well now known as, Play Picasso. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be the first actual song that both Play Picasso and Tory Lanez collabed with Picasso going under a different name, Playback, but it don't matter. Same dude. That's all it is. But hey, on this song, they sampled the All That theme made by TLC, who, in my opinion, is the best R&B female group to ever exist in this world. Come at me. Come at me. Nobody touching TLC. I don't care. Call me a TLC stan. Whatever you want to call it. I don't give a damn. TLC is the shit. Simple as that. And plus, each member actually had a huge and vital role. So it wasn't like a one woman lead and everyone else was the background singer. No. This was like everyone had their own part and they all did their thing. All right, from T-Boss and a deep bass voice, killing it always, to Chili and her high pitched, just fanatic like way of singing. Man, she is I don't even want to say it in a negative way, but like the way she sings, like a true diva, man. Like clean cut, like I mean it in a good way. So don't take that to any offense, but she's just a powerhouse when it comes to hitting the mid to the highs, while T-Boss got the lows. And then you got, rest in peace, the late Left Eye Lisa coming in. Did I say that right? Did I just botch that? Left Eye Lisa, there we go. I think her full name is Lisa Lowe. Or I'm saying somebody, man. What am I doing, bro? But anyways, everyone knows who Left Eye is, man. She comes in with her bar, spits, cleans it, man. Like TLC, that was really a damn good group. But anyways, though, they definitely sampled that, and they put and this is really something that they kind of actually do a lot with their songs. I mean, anytime that Play, Picasso, and Tory Lanez go and hit a sample, they tend to play it at a lower tone, and that's cool and all, but I'm not gonna get into it because we on CHIXTAPE too. Let's stick on that. But yeah, definitely love the way Tory took this, and the best part is just the 808s and a telephone effect, and they just got the sample going through, and of course you got your snare sometimes coming in with the reverb effect. So I'm speaking producer language, so if you don't understand what the hell I'm saying, ignore that. We're gonna go ahead and hit the next song. I'm just giving credit where credit's due. Playback and Tory killed it. Simple as that. Track number 5, and this one's titled Crew.
Summertime down south girls wear white tees. I'm a New York upstate girls in the Nikes. But all my T.O. girls, you know I got you. And they line if they ever say you're not the truth. I only wanna make you mine and take it slow and take my time. So this one here is just for you. I'm sliding by and shouting, you're my fool.
Girls and you swinging on float. Pull up on girls and you swinging on float. Tell me who you are, shorty, tell me what you know. Pull up on girls and you swinging on float.
It's for my Houston girl, my New York girl, and T.O. girl, my Creole girl, my hold the phone and press record that TiVo girl, and she so thorough. Don't think a nigga forgot about my B-Mo girls that rock them weaves and see them girls say fuck a hater, she don't care. So this one represents my heart, even though I had you from the start. So this one is just for you. I slide upon and shout, you're my fool.
Girls and you swinging on float. Pull up on girls and you swinging on float. Tell me who you are, shorty, tell me what you know. Pull up on girls and you swinging on float.
So what y'all really had to do? Oh, y'all going back out east? I mean, you might as well just slide with me. I got 240s on OB, so let backwards and all. So just slide to the city.
So there you go. Track number 5, Crew. So a little bit of the background credits. This was co-produced by Tory Lanez and the Mechanics, who are undeniably really the king of really producing R&B trap joints. If you're not too sure what I mean by that, see the song Exchange made by Bryson Tiller. Enough said. But there's definitely a lot more in their catalog other than, you know, that song and of course Here Crew. But it's just whenever they touch anything, man, and they do a sample, it's just clean. They even had done some work for Tory back in Conflicts of My Soul. So be on the lookout for that. I'll definitely do the rest of Tory Lanez's discography after the CHIXTAPE series. This is coming up first, man. You know, I gotta get this out the way. But with that being said, man, definitely love this song. They sampled the song This DJ by Warren G, and I would never have imagined that they really did the sample really well. I mean, and I love the percussions that they use here and there, and just the song just gives you that pure 90s vibe, man. I really like that. Tory did a great job on here, performance-wise. You know, he really singing like as if, honestly, like he coming out here strong with that that KC vibe. You know what I mean? Like he really ain't afraid to kind of like just put it out there. Like he's like, this is for my Houston girl, my, you know. Anyways, before I embarrass myself anymore botching the lyrics, let's go ahead and move on to the next track. Track number 6. I don't know if I did that right. That's probably backwards for y'all, but track number 6 is gonna be titled Something. Co-produced by Daniel Worthy and Tory Lanez.
Break this nature, got the bacon, bitch. I ain't tryna argue when I tell you I just break that shit. Problems stack away and shit. Girl, quit acting like it ain't no money, still we made this shit. Rock the meals and drink up in the mirror to your dance song. Gonna take a picture, shot it, get your Instagram on. I'm so interested in something you got. Got that type of pretty that should be up in the news. Kinda do you want it? It's something about it. It's something about it. It's something about how you put it down. It's something about it. It's something about it. It's something about how you put it down. It's something about it. It's something about it. It's something about how you put it down. It's something about it. It's something about it. It's something about how you put it down. Girl, I got something for you, you can feel it, girl. When you drop it down, that's the killer, girl. Let me get behind you like some place about to kill it, girl. Don't know what you heard, but shout it 5 for you and 10 for me. Heard that you from T.O., but that ass look like a Tennessee. Can you take it round after round after round? Throw it at me like you like the mound, dog. Put it down. It's something about it. It's something about it. It's something about how you put it down. It's something about it. It's something about it. It's something about how you put it down. It's something about it. It's something about it. It's something about how you put it down.
got some unfortunate news pertaining to this mixtape. I'm sorry to make this sound so gloom, but I've always been like commenting, just like CHIXTAPE too. Personally, I've always been saying that this is like the pure 90s mixtape. This is the only mixtape that samples songs from the 90s. I wholeheartedly have been believing that for I don't know how long since this mixtape dropped. I can't believe I let this slip right beneath me. But the song that he samples on Something right here, it's called Before It's Gone by John B, and this was made in 2004. And this ain't the only song that he samples that actually is not from the 90s, so I'm kind of like a little disappointed in myself for not double checking my facts when I went and said that. But hey, you win some, you lose some. But moving forward though, I gotta actually give credit to Tory nowadays, because at least he stays in, I want to say, the timeline frame for when he samples certain songs, I guess. But anyways though, Something was definitely a dope joint. I love the way that they hit this song. It's just, man, like, Daniel Worthy and Tory Lanez, y'all killed it on this one, man. Like, this was really a damn good, upbeat, high, fast tempo song that really just takes a sample and runs away with it, man. Like, and a guitar at the end, man. To cap off the last hook was just hook, line, sinker, no pun intended. But we're gonna go ahead and hit the next song, and this one's gonna be titled, oh, my bad. So track number 7 is gonna be in another interlude, Jalissa's Friends. Let's get it.
Shut up. Hello? What?
I heard you did it with Tory.
Where you heard I did Tory from now?
The block, bitch. You not know?
The block. If it was up to the block, I would have fucked the whole block. Please, nobody checking for that.
Yeah, whatever. So how was it?
It was nothing. This is the same Tory I used to play back in the days.
Obviously, it wasn't the same Tory when you was all up in his next car.
Okay, I might have sat in his car, might have went home with him and let him smash. So what? If I could go back to that day right now, I would have never let that nigga fuck. I'm about to go to his house right now and smash every window out his motherfucking car, because that nigga is nothing but a dirtbag. He is a low down dirty piece of shit. He is nothing but a motherfucking scrub.
She did not hold back at all. So basically, as we follow in the story, the tape that Tory gave to Jalissa worked. She let him in. She let him, get what Tory wanted. And afterwards, pretty much hit it and quit it is the quote that I'm going to use here. Jalissa's upset about it because she probably thought this was going to go elevate into a relationship, but Tory wasn't about that. And now she's mad at this fool for doing that, and obviously you heard what she said. She called him a scrub. But, seeing it from Tory's angle, you kind of understand why he kind of did what he did, And I think they're going to go into details about this. Actually, no, not think. They will go into details about this into the next track, which we're going to follow. Also, if y'all don't know who they sampled in this song or in the background, I'm not going to even say it. Anyone who doesn't know what that song is, come on, man. You've heard it once in your lifetime. That's all I'm going to say. But we're going to go ahead and hit the next track number 8, and this one's titled TLC. Let's get it.
Fuck it, I admit it. I did it to get it. I wrote you a song and painted you wrong. I hit it and quit it. Forget that I did it. You'll probably call me a buster by the end of the song. But I ain't gonna let there wasn't a time when I wasn't that guy. And you treated me like a nigga that's just on the passenger side. But you and your girls are screaming at y'all, I no scars. I was that nigga that wanted you but ain't getting it out. And I made a decision. When I catch you slipping, I'm going to you. Said I done came up now, I got my cake up now, but I cannot forget all the times you used to say. You see, I was the nigga, I was all on the side of his best friend's ride. See, my pockets were thinner, but my dollars were slimmer. When I asked for your digits, you simply wrote. So I finally waited, I waited for you. Plotting the way I'm gonna do it and waiting for you to fall through. I pulled up on you and then ran away, you thought that shit was mine. And that's when you came up and gave me your number, it's sick just to know. But I ain't play timid, it's guaranteed that we did it. First night I came over, she had me in her room. And all that I'm thinking is look what a car can do. It got me getting you outside your best and you used to say.
Here we go. Yo, that song was sick right there.
Okay, let's take this shit deeper. Back to the day that I seen you. First time we, you know I was scheming. You know I was leaving. So used to believing. Back with a vengeance. I was a brand new beamer. You bust the windows on the car. Fucking you. Jasmine Sullivan attitude. Jimmy Juice. Give me rude. Eyes attitude. Pass by with your different doors. Different crews. Used to see shit out of eye. We got different views. Different views.
And he hit it right off the mark right there. Oh my goodness. Yo. So just gonna give you guys a heads up. Starting with that song, TLC, we are gonna definitely be going back to back with Tory and Playback going together. So basically Tory and Play Picasso. I don't know, it doesn't feel weird calling him Playback, but at the same time, you know, it gives me a lot of nostalgia because this was some fun music. I used to play this all the time. First played it when I was working as a beat clerk for a certain grocery store, and I would close and I'd just be playing this, bro. I'm just cleaning, and I'm like basically independent on my own. You have to look out for customers, hear the doorbell and shit, but man, especially when it got to that last hour where basically no one was showing up, that was dope, man. Really dope. And I was just cleaning, and it's like, I don't know, like you just had to do it, just see it from my eyes. It was just chill. But most importantly, I want y'all to know, like, for me, this is probably one of the most, what's the word I want to look for? Is it ambient? Nah. But like, you know, when you're like just in a very chill vibe, like I want to say out of all the CHIXTAPE, this is definitely the most chillest out of all of them. It's just, it puts you in that vibe, and you can see the color scheme, like what I'm going at. Like it just puts you in that kind of mood. And in my opinion, this is definitely one of my favorite projects to play when, as you can tell, it's raining. And I wish I started this video a little bit earlier, but oh well, that's on me. Especially when you see the clouds look some kind of like a heather gray / kind of like baby blue mix. It just gives you that vibe, and then it starts turning more blue and blue as the sun sets, and then after that it's just gone. And then you got these almost light hue gray, purplish looking clouds at nighttime, and man, it's a beautiful sight. I will never complain when it rains because it's just beautiful, man. The clouds and all that, I love it. But yeah, other than my little weather expedition there, yeah, this song was dope. TLC, they sampled, I think, really it's between Scrubs and Creep, really, for TLC's most famous song, you know what I mean? But I feel like Scrubs, though, it just hits it even more harder. Like, that song was a shit, man. I hate to swear, but like, it's the truth. I love this song. And you know, the fact that they toned it down and they slowed the, you know, the tempo of the song was just, and the way they sampled it too was clean. And then when you get the second part that comes out of nowhere and they play it backwards, and then the 808, this is the 808 I'm missing from y'all. So play Picasso. Tory, y'all, if y'all watching this, don't be afraid to really be variant with your 808s. You know what I mean? Don't keep it the one trick pony thing. You know what I mean? Like, I like when your 808 smack hard too, but when you make these kind of vibe songs, like, y'all need to get back to this. This is some chill ambient stuff, and you know, I love this mixtape. It's perfect for playing for the rain. And speaking of rain, we are gonna go ahead and hit the next track, which is track number 9, titled Rain. Alright. If you don't know, like, I mean, I can't really put to words, like, if you don't feel like this mixtape's not best played for rain, I mean, maybe this song will help you convince, you know, you otherwise. But let's go.
Think I've been fucking you for way too long. Let's call it quits, so baby. We've been doing this shit too long. I think this shit's so crazy. 30 minutes in this bathroom stall. Faces in this mirror, your Lexus at the wall. Drunk up off this alcohol. Be my Cinderella shot. Be your feelings at the ball. I mean, after all, just saying after all. When we get this faded, who the fuck gon' take my panties off? It ain't no hard with me. You know hard.
How you like that?
And fuck them candles, let's do this shit gangsta. Do you in this moment, show you I'm truly a gangsta. All of my manners, I usually thank you. But you in there using a nigga and damn it, you do me a thing. Get your back up off that ball and drop it. While I strip you like you dancing on that pole for profit. We do it like a uncut version, girl. I'ma do you like a untouched version, girl. It ain't no hard with me. You know let me. Only for me. Only for me.
I love that song. Rain is so clean. Wow. And they just let the sample roll through with just 808s. Sometimes, like, look, I guess some people like the percussions. I got a dude, every time I feed beats to, he's like, oh, you gotta add some kicks to that, you gonna add some kicks to that. Like, he's just crazy about the kicks. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But there's just some songs where it just sounds good with the 808s, the melody, and then if you want to add a little, you know, like how they did right there, they added a little bit of a sounds like a timestamp, you know, snare to me, or like, you know, the sound of a timestamp onto a snare. It's cool as heck, but like, it's just the whole vibe, and it's like 2 minutes, and I'm really, I could just sit here and just take that all in, and it's like, man, it's just like that feeling when you just kind of like lift your head up partially with your eyes closed, and you just feel the rain kind of like just drip on your face. I love that shit. You know what I mean? That's just me. So the sample that he used on this song was Not Gonna Cry by Mary J. Blige. Man, a lot of my favorite joints that he sampled on here are pure 90s joints. I'm being real with y'all, like, and I know, please tell me for a fact, TLC, go back to that. I think Yeah, Scrubs was definitely out in 1999. Yep, I remember now. Fan Mail came out in 1999, so technically it just right before it hit 2000. So that is technically a 90s joint, and it feels like one too. Anyways, you know, although at 99 they were kind of transitioning into what became the early 2000s, kind of like vibe for R&B. But regardless, though, TLC gave you that 90s feel because guess what? It was a band, it was a group. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hit track number 10, and this one's titled Something Part 2.
I just want something. You got that bullshit, you got that something. Me and all my niggas out here, we just hustling. Tryna get something, tryna get something. Something that you got, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Something that you got, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. I just want something, I just want something. You got that old shawty, you got that something. I've been out hustling with all these down niggas. I stay a while, shawty, I stay a while with you. I've been my ride, I got that something. Visions of watching you back it and dumping. So I'm on a 9-5, rise and slide. All I got is video. I'm on my way right now. I'll text when I'm outside. Yeah, yeah. I just want something, I just want something. You got that bullshit, you got that something. Me and all my niggas out here, we just hustling. Tryna get something, tryna get something. Something that you got, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Something that you got, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. I just want something, I just want something. Something to show me, shawty, that you my only shawty. You got that something, you got that something. These hoes don't know me, shawty, don't leave me lonely, shawty. You know my somethings, I know your somethings. Know when you stress as fuck, know when you really want it. So I'm on a 9-5, rise and slide. All I got is video. I'm on my way right now. I'll text when I'm outside. Yeah, yeah. I just want something, I just want something. You got that bullshit, you got that something. Me and all my niggas out here, we just hustling. Tryna get something, tryna get something. Something that you got, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Something that you got, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got it, girl, don't let it go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got it, we should let it show. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That was dope, man. I really like that. So just gonna go right off the bat. This is definitely my favorite song off the whole mixtape. I probably played this more than any of the songs here. Although if I have to put it in my top 3, it would be, because we got 3 more tracks to go through. Although it's really only one more song coming up. But other than that though, like definitely top 3 would be Ride, Something Part 2, and then the last song that we're gonna be playing, which will be coming up shortly after the next track that I play. But before I play that next track, just to give you a little heads up on who, or like the sampling on Something Part 2. Once again, Tory Lanez went outside the what's it called, the 90s range, and he found a song, a sample that was not in the 2000s, was actually sampled in the year before he made this mixtape in 2013. Where is it at? Where is it at? Shoot. Yeah, so the song he actually sampled was titled "The Kill" by Flying Lotus featuring Nicki Randa. Interesting. I've never heard that song before. I might check it out after this video. But let me go ahead and play. Oh yeah. So this beat also was produced by Chemist and Tory Lanez. I think they meant to say the Chemist and then Tory Lanez. But hey, y'all two, great job. The 808s, man, it felt really colossal. Like this song was colossal on another level. Like I just love the way it hits you. It's vibey, like it gives you that ambient vibe. At the same time, the 808 kind of makes you feel like you're on a huge ass journey, like as if you're just going through like the Himalayas or some shit, you know, like snowy mountain range and all that. Like that's what it feels like when I hear this song. Just chill. Let me go ahead and play the next track, and this one is titled Sway Radio Interlude Part 1 featuring DJ Charisma. I'm gonna let the lady speak. Let's go for it.
That's right, that's how we do it on SWAVE 101.5 on your FM dial. I'm your girl, DJ Charisma. That was brand new Tory Lanez CHIXTAPE Volume 2. Ladies, if you're excited as I am for CHIXTAPE Volume 2, hit me up right now, 818-520-1015. Alright, before we get out of here, I'm gonna give y'all one more exclusive, brand new Tory Lanez record. You know how we do it, it's SWAVE. Tory Lanez, Young California, Young Toronto. Sway it, baby. 101.5 on your FM dial.
Hey, he's showing major love to the 90s right there, and actually specifically 90s hip hop right there. Clean. That's how you really know this mixtape was purely focused on the 90s and just creating that kind of like template sound. So that's what I love about CHIXTAPE 2 the most. But let me see if I have enough time to do the last song. Nah, actually, we're gonna go ahead and do a part 3. I know this is weird, should have been only 2 parts, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, first take, raw cut, everything. I will see y'all on the flip side on part 3 when I do cover the last 2 tracks of this mixtape, and I give y'all my final thoughts on CHIXTAPE 2 as well as my catalog, aka personal highlights of this mixtape. I'll see y'all on the flip side, part 3. Whoop!